and I ain't gonna tell it no more. No more. This is the last visit, and I ain't gonna feel it no more. Memories fade away. Memories fade away.
Introduce episode 18. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. I'm excited. Oz is excited. Look excited. You look like you have constipation. Are you excited?
I'm very, very excited.
Let them see your face. Let them see your face.
My God is good.
All the time.
Yeah, that's right.
No, I'm actually excited today. We've been I can say even before we started recording, we've had a pre-interview. And like we promised last week, we have on today's show
The wonderful,
episode 18
the talented,
of BigLoudMouth,
the beautiful.
Yeah.
Debra.
Uh-huh.
Debra.
Yeah.
Debra.
Debra.
Like we promised you guys, special guest today. We're very excited to have Debra in the building. Woo!
Are we gonna insert claps here?
No, we're not
No,
gonna
this-
insert
no?
clap. This is
Is
as good
this
as you
it?
get. We do
Is
the
this
real
it?
stuff. Yeah, that's right. It's the real stuff.
Okay.
And then we just like you to just pronounce your last name for us.
It's pronounced. Do you know why I don't get why people don't know how to pronounce the name? It's pronounced the way it's spelled. Ohalete, O-H-A, Oha.
No.
Lete,
No,
L-E-T-E.
please, with the accent. I don't know how this whole Ohalete.
No.
If you are not aware by now, this show is not.
Okay. No.
Ohalete.
This show is for Paco people.
Ohalete.
Ohalete.
Thank
It's the
you.
same thing. Ohalete.
We'd like to introduce to you Miss Debra Ohalete.
Ohalete.
Thanks for having me, guys.
You're welcome. You're highly
Thank you.
welcome. Just to let you know, like we told you previously, you are the first artist we're having on this show.
Am I actually the first one? Because I thought
Yes.
you was thinking.
No.
No. You're the first artist that we've
First
had on
artist.
the show.
Okay.
And you graced us with your wonderful voice, and that was really special.
Yeah.
Guys,
Which
make
people
sure
are
you
going
watch
to
that as well.
get to hear as well.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
And I don't even see, I am so excited. I have long list of questions for you. Like this.
Wow, I'm nervous because I've never done this before. So I'm like,
So we are diverging.
I hope exactly.
You know
I
what
hope
they
I don't
always
say anything like.
There's
too
nothing,
crazy.
There's nothing new under the sun.
You know when they say if you go the first time.
Is
you
my
always
mama
bleed.
gonna watch this?
It's true.
Do you know what? I'm actually going to pretend like I didn't hear that.
It's not true.
You didn't hear that, did you, Debra?
No, I didn't. What did
Alright,
you
that's
say?
cool. That's fine.
Oh, please! Now I want to know.
No.
Just for you, I will repeat what I just.
Yes.
You know when you always do it the first time, they say you always bleed. Just hoping that won't be the case.
Oh.
I'm just saying. and in the African proverb,
Okay.
if she doesn't bleed, you better return her. Return her. Don't pay bread press.
No, but you know that
That terminology.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
I know, but
correct
I'm just
because it could have happened other ways.
What, riding bicycle?
Yeah.
Okay, let us
Things
focus.
happen.
Let us focus.
Okay, yeah.
Let us focus.
We're going off.
Yeah, that's you know what?
Which kind of bicycle are you like this?
I know. Bicycle, we get pulled. Sorry.
No, please. Okay, guys.
Disclaimer. That wasn't me. That
Focus.
that was the big loud, the big mouth part of this show. Us, can we please stay on point?
It's like, you guys, I'm always on point.
Please let us stay on point. Let us stay on point. Brief history of how we managed to get Debra on the show. Like I said, thank you for coming on the show. And to be honest with you, I was expecting not a bit of back and forth in terms of details of how to get here, of when you want to come, But you actually a very down to earth person.
Very
Appreciate
easy.
it.
Thank you.
For those who don't know,
He didn't go bougie
Thank
on
you.
us.
Oh,
Yeah.
please.
bad and bougie.
Please.
I mean,
I don't have it in me. Like, literally. Sometimes I try to act bougie and then I forget that. That's what you was trying to do?
Where are you from again?
What, in terms of...
Ethnicity-wise.
Nigerian. Igbo.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey.
Africa, kwenu.
Hey.
Question.
Hey.
And she say,
I like
Igbo-
you
She
represent.
say Igbo guy is not bougie.
No, we are bougie, but I am bougie to an extent, I think.
You have to be bougie.
So, like I'm a
To an
bit...
extent, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not bougie in the sense of oh, I'm coming to record this. Oh, I don't know how to get there. Can you come and pick me up? Or can you get me a cab? Or
Uber
can you...
yourself.
Exactly. Do you know
don't
what I
have
mean?
money on this show. There is no money.
There is no
Exactly.
budget.
You wanna
There's no
do
budget.
something. You just like, we've got Google.
Yeah.
You know.
We appreciate that.
We appreciate
fine.
that. Again, one more time. One more time.
If we just give us a little bit background about yourself.
Yourself,
You
yes.
know what I mean?
Ooh, that's like,
What do you do?
I hate
How's
that
your hair
question.
stay fleeky? This, that, and the third.
Yeah, you need to answer that as well.
I mean-
What pomade do you rub? Makeup? What eyeliner?
Hey.
wow. Okay. History. So born in London.
Yeah.
Then I think when I was about 1, obviously I don't know, my mom's telling me. When I was about 1, me and my mom moved back to Nigeria, and then I came back into the country. I think I don't know how old are you when you're in year 6?
So you're back.
Like-
No. We use primary to.
No, year 6.
Year 6, like 10.
You're 11. You're 11. Sorry.
Okay, so
You're
I came back
11,
around
yeah.
that age.
Wait, you guys go to secondary school here at 11 years old?
No.
No, you're
six.
like year 6.
at the ending of primary school. So,
Is it?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought it was 10.
No.
okay.
No. Yeah.
So yeah. So anyway,
How did you come back?
Came back. I swam.
Windrush.
That's it. That's all I wanted to hear. Straight to the
I swam.
straight that.
No, but yeah. So
Okay, no, like your
Some people came through Cameroon on this podcast.
oh what?
They don't want to
Who
be
came
honest.
through?
I'm
You're
just
going to
saying.
start.
He's very good.
I'm just saying.
Who came?
You
Who
know,
came?
he said that last week as well. And there was a
Yeah.
backlash.
Really?
About, he was saying Jamaica must go, and I told him that's people's livelihood. And I
Yeah.
told him let's just stick to the.
What does that have
Now,
to do? What does that
'cause
have to do
I'm
with,
relating it to what
with
you said last week.
when
Like,
you came from Cameroon?
'cause
How
you
does
said
that?
I came from Cameroon, and I was trying to tell you that no, I came from Nigeria.
So you didn't cross
Yeah.
Cameroon.
No, but I feel
KLM.
like
I
you're
don't know
getting.
if I-
Are you getting a bit like heated?
He's getting
Is there
heated.
some truth into this?
Ah.
Is it because
Deborah, don't
he's
do this.
getting a bit touchy?
Deborah,
like,
don't
he's
do
getting-
this.
He's
Bruh.
getting a bit touchy.
Don't do me like this.
It's all right. Cameroon is nice,
It's
from
nice,
what I've
it's a
heard.
nice
It's,
place.
it's not. It's not.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. Don't know why you're acting.
You
like
always
that.
manage to turn everyone
I'm
that comes on this show
just
against me.
saying, bro. I'm just
Anyway,
saying.
continue with your brief history.
Oh, see, we just went off topic. Anyway,
That will happen a lot today.
so okay, so came back like year 6, and then yeah, I don't know. I'm not really I'm not like a crazy person. I haven't done much, as to say, but I feel like I've always known that music was always there. I mean, not even necessarily just music,
yeah.
like performing. So drama was always like my favorite subject. I remember like teachers used to complain to my mum saying that instead of taking notes, I used to like draw all over all my books, textbooks, whatever. And then I remember my mum actually got like an artist to come to the house and have like little 2-hour lessons with me every Thursday. So it was amazing for me to have like a mum that actually didn't say, "What do you mean drawing?" That sort of thing. Like she actually took notice of all these things that I enjoyed doing and was like, "Do you know what? I'm going to help you. She was like, I didn't have much, but if I can, kind of make you a bit better or kind of get someone else to show you how to do this, then I'll do it."
So you
But,
didn't say you had to be a doctor then.
No, I think it was mostly like family, not really my mum. It was always like, but she can be a lawyer, because she's always arguing, so she can be a lawyer. And it's like my mom was like, no, like she knows that I'm very like, when I want something, that's it.
Yeah.
Nothing you say will ever make me change my mind. So went into secondary school, and I think when we had to pick like subjects, that's when it became like real for everyone in my family. Like she's actually going to do music, drama, art, and like all this other creative. I did like jewelry making, stuff like that.
What school did you go to that you did jewelry making?
I went to Crown Woods, which is in Eltham.
Let's Google that.
Yeah,
I'm joking,
which
I'm
is in
joking.
Eltham, and
Yeah.
they had like they've got like a technology, right, as a subject. But then in technology, you have food tech, you have like a wood tech, and then DT exactly, and then you now have, which was
Arts and
random. Then you now have like but we made jewelry, which was quite cool. And then everyone was kind of like, "No, this girl is actually being serious." And then left Crown Woods. I went to Croydon College, studied performing arts in Croydon College.
Prayers
yeah.
and gang signs.
Why are you choking? Why are you choking?
You went to prayers and gangsters.
The man said cheer up.
Yeah, Croydon, man. Yeah, South London all day. But went to Croydon College, studied performing arts, and then I was just like, yeah, this is what I want to do in uni, because I knew I wanted to further, performing arts. Originally, I wanted to go to drama school, but with funding, like, it's either you've got a scholarship or your parents are paying for it. It's as simple as that. Like, with student loans, they don't really cover like performing arts schools because it's not a degree. Yeah, it's weird the way they like.
You might not get a job, basically. So
exactly. So I was like, okay, I'll go to uni. Went to Northampton, obviously. Northampton. Yeah, and studied.
Why you say, what uni did you go?
I went to the University of Birmingham, Red Brick University.
I'm Shafi.
Yeah, well, anyway, Jared, continue.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so I actually when I was going to uni, sorry, I wanted to do like performing arts and music, which is like the weirdest subjects to try and combine because their like timetables are crazy. I even thought as well, oh, I can do art as well. Everyone's like, nah, B, you're like dreaming out here. But then when I like auditioned, because when you're trying to do something creative at uni, you actually have to have auditions.
Really?
So I had to audition for Northampton. I auditioned for De Montfort, Bath University.
Bath as well.
Yeah, Bath it was such a beautiful place though. Like the uni was so beautiful, but
in the mountains,
the area was like, I'm not gonna have fun here. Yep. Like at all. It's like countryside, but it's lovely. But so ended up
probably got a job though in performing arts. And I'm sure unis like that probably guarantee, is it?
It depends. Not necessarily guarantee. Like I'm the same situation as you. So when I went to
you studied plumbing though.
You're a plumber.
There's nothing wrong with plumbing. There's nothing wrong.
On job.
Bluetooth, plumbing.
On job.
Are you saying there's something wrong with plumbing? Are you guys saying there's something wrong with plumbing?
No, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with plumbing.
Your delivery was on job.
It was on point.
It was on job. So
plumbers get money though.
Yeah.
Plumbers get money.
Have you seen people work for Pimlico?
I just can't take you seriously.
Wow.
Anyway, I can't.
Wow.
Yeah,
well,
you were
tell
saying.
us your brief history when you auditioned. Go on.
That's the same thing now. Obviously, different universities have different pre-reserved contracts. Yeah. So, but may not necessarily be the front of the production, but more likely at the back end of the production. So, for instance, at University of Birmingham, we had a relationship with BBC Studios to do back end stuff for BBC Studios in Birmingham. So, a lot of stuff where if you were to do your postgraduates, you'd be guaranteed a role within the back end.
Hey, why didn't I go to that?
It could be.
Yeah, you chose Northampton.
Why didn't I go to that?
But everyone, but then again, 90% of the people within drama don't want to do back end stuff. They want to be the front end. So that was limited. That was, obviously it's fine.
I'm sure, as you know now, production is where the money is.
Exactly.
In this day and age, so
depends really.
I mean, one way or another, you've ended up doing something like this, which is, I would say, in line with what you studied.
So what you say, basically, I couldn't act.
No, I give you what we give.
I might as well fall back.
Yeah, and I'm just saying, but, for those who don't know, before you continue, we actually went to the same uni. That's how we I actually haven't seen you in 5 years, but we'll talk about that. So, in terms of choosing Northampton, what was your main choice? What was the main reason behind choosing Northampton to study performing arts?
To be honest, it was like the course, because you have this like audition process, and then they give you an opportunity to actually ask them questions, and then they walk you around the uni. So not only are they auditioning you, you're auditioning them as well to see if your curriculum is that what I really want to do, and your uni, is it nice? Is it worth me paying all this money for? And also, I was also thinking, as much as I'm going to study, I also want to have fun. This is supposed to be the best 3 years of my life as a young adult.
Was it the best 3 years of your life?
Do you know what? Looking at my life now, yes, it was. Like, it was so fun.
Debra was telling me, she was like, I miss uni. Don't you miss uni?
It was
and this is me trying to curb it, like, I do.
Life now is life. It's like life. It's real in the streets. Life is a bitch and then you die.
The streets are
in
calling.
the streets, I'm telling you.
The streets are calling, innit?
It's like you come out of uni and you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna start working in this, and life just dumps life on top of your head, and you're like, okay, I've got to, and I don't live with parents, so like I've got to pay bills.
So you never thought of like employing a sugar daddy?
Please, so I'm hiring. Please, so
Yes.
wait. Wait. Hold on. I'm being serious. Like the thing is, I always say this. I always say this. Like honestly, if someone came, imagine like right now I'm complaining about, and especially with like I know that you're probably gonna go further into this, but with like music, the way the struggle is real when you don't have like you're not signed or you don't have sponsorship.
Yeah.
Like I have to work and then pay my bills, make sure that I still have a roof over my head.
Yeah.
Pay electricity, gas, water, council tax, studio time, pay your phone bill. As girls, you still have to look nice. So you have to do your hair, you have to do this, you have to buy some clothes, you have to do... It's too much. And then also like after paying for studio time, you then have to pay for either a video to be shot and then you have to pay for promotion.
Ladies and
gentlemen,
then there's different real life about becoming an artist.
Real life.
On
this show right here.
Without a sugar daddy.
Without a sugar daddy. And now you're telling me that if someone came and said, yo...
Off pants.
So,
Okay. No. Of course I know they're going to say off pants,
Wait. Before I ask you the main question about music, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a requirement for sugar daddy? Does it have to be 6'1", pot belly, or 6 pack?
Do you know what? I think this is the reason why I don't have a sugar daddy is because I still expect the same standards as like if I was just dating a normal
Beggars
guy.
cannot be choosers.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Beggars cannot be choosers.
Exactly.
You cannot give monkey banana and say it's not ripe.
Wait.
What are you talking?
Because do you know what? Listen. When there's no like actual emotional connection involved, oh boy, at least be physical.
To the wallet.
Yes, but like for me to actually listen, what I'm going to do is a physical thing, right?
You don't have to.
You don't have to.
You just have to tell them your period every time.
No, these men are not. These men are not dumb no more. You know, they're not
stopper.
Listen, these men are not stupid anymore. Like you tell them one time, blah blah blah.
They pull out calendar.
The thing is, they will just tell you. They will give you £100 or £50. You leave there. You go home. They say take cab money. You go home. The next time you come back, he's trying to touch you. You're doing period again. Okay. You won't hear from him again.
One day that period will end.
These Nigerian men, they don't play. These Nigerian demons.
Let's
we know that there's only.
I thought we were going to do half an hour on this.
Why you go to say this Nigerian man?
Because that's the only sugar daddies. Like, let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Let me save you from us. Let me save you from us.
It's either it's a Nigerian sugar daddy, one, bam,
or
it's like a Arab man. Which I'm sure they're very hard. they're very hard to find. Or who else? It's even Nigerians, Arabs.
Let me tell you something.
Who else?
Listen, my pal Joe.
Joe.
Yeah.
Who's Joe?
Joe. My pal Joe. My pal Joe from the old East End.
Yeah.
Right, of where we just picked you up from West Ham. He's notoriously known to be a sugar daddy. And he's bald-headed white guy.
Yeah, but that's one.
No, but he's
I'm sure you can tell me about 10 Nigerian ones that you know.
I just know my pal Joe. I don't know no other.
You don't know your...
I don't know no other from a sugar daddy.
Let me. You see, we'll talk about this at the end.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's bring it back to the music.
Oh yeah. See, I forgot.
The reason why you're here. Because I don't know why you're doing audition for sugar daddy now.
Hey, I'm hiring still.
Fair skin, blackly, melanin on point.
Am I fair skinned?
You got that.
Please, Oz. You are just. Let me save you from Oz.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm just helping her out. You know.
You mentioned
John can do something.
Your uncle will be John.
No, but seriously, if I get a sugar daddy, guys, and I tell you people that I want to buy you people's studio now or something like that, or exactly, because it's your show that
my love for Jesus,
my
love for Jesus
right
and my unloveness for the things of the world will not let me accept it. But we say yes.
Seriously,
we say
let's
yes.
advertise. I might get one.
But boom, guys, you heard it first from my mouth.
When you were saying things about Sugar Daddy, studio time and stuff like that, but I thought you were signed. Are you not signed to M2 Music?
Yes, but it's independent.
Oh.
So
they do your distribution for you.
Yes, so like with you know, making sure that things that like, you know, you have a manager and he makes sure that like everything's going the way it should go. Yeah. If you have a video shoot, you don't have to worry about the extra palaver of whatever's going on. Okay. He's sorting out this is meant to be here, this is meant to be here, how we taking equipment from here to here, that's all sorted out. When it's time for you to release something, they'll release it, they'll promote it, they'll make sure that the right PR are doing whatever they're doing. But
you're not going to like my next question. Yeah, I know that. I'm just prepping you for
okay, so with that situation with M2, like technically I'm still signed to them because I still have like the name on my Instagram, whatever. But it's a bit of an awkward situation, I have to say, because okay, my manager, for example.
Wait, sorry, hold on. You're still signed, so please, whatever.
Yeah, no. I'm no, I get you.
Business is still on point.
I'm being like, I'm being honest, and like it's nothing bad what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
So my manager. Okay, I'm not going to say his name, but my manager, he was amazing. And then life happened. Remember when I was saying life
music industry happened? Basically.
No, not even music industry. Life. Like he ended up having his first kid with his girlfriend. And I mean, he used to live in Shoreditch, around that area.
Location, eh?
I mean, they really gonna walk down Shoreditch and try and find who he is. He doesn't even live there anymore. Okay. But he used to live around Shoreditch, right? So it was so easy for me to like go there. Yeah. He was very accessible and I could just go there. We can jam, we can have studio time, whatever, plan things. And it's like, even after work, I could go and have a little thing that I'm doing afterwards. Yeah. But then life happened. And when he knew he was having his baby, he was like, I'm moving out of London. So I'm going to be living right outside. I mean, it's still far. I don't even know where he lives now. But so he was like, we're still going to have like structured, you know, plans. When I'm coming down, we're going to have like studio time, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, cool. So then communication starts fading. And like, I'm calling and my calls are not being answered. And I'm messaging and they're not being, like, they're being read, but they're not being, like, I'm not, replied to, or taking, like, 7 or, like, 2 days to get back to me. And the where I am right now in my life, or where I feel like I need to, I don't have time for that. Like, it's as, listen, you could be Diddy, I don't care. I don't have time for that. If you're not giving me what I feel like I should be getting out of you as a manager, I feel like, do you know what? So, I mean, we've not had that discussion where it's like, where is this going? Are we still doing business or what? But I've just left it as it is because I know that we are going to have that conversation. But at this moment in time, I am my own manager. So I'm going out there and I'm saying, do you know what? I know what it's like to, you know, leave your career or your life in someone's hands and you feel like they're not doing anything. So it's like, and you know what? I don't blame him because, like I said, it's life. I don't blame him because I don't know what's going on in his life. Like, he could, like, you were saying to me earlier, like, being a parent, they don't give you a manual, like, especially being a new dad. He's got a new house. And then a year after, he had a second baby. So even he was telling me, like, shit, life hit me, like, really hard. Like, I had, like, one baby and then the next.
Yeah, so but it's how can he say he had one baby then next? Like, he didn't know what was going on.
But obviously things happen now.
I know. Yeah, I know. Oz has experience.
Who has experience?
He's 7 in.
7 in.
7?
Yeah, in Nigeria.
Oh boy. I don't know what he's talking about. I ain't got a clue, mate.
But so
he wants to do football team.
Well, hopefully we pray that situation gets, you know, sorted quickly, you know, because you need to, like you said, you need to move.
Yeah, because the thing is, I actually, like, there's no, like, hard feelings with, like, him.
No.
Because I feel like when he was in it, he was sick. Like, he was sick. So I can't even say, I just feel like life has happened and I don't blame him for that. But at the same time, I have to keep it moving.
Business is business.
I have to keep it moving. Like I'm not young. Like well, I mean
young.
to the.
I'm trying to find you sugar daddy.
I mean I'm young, but I'm not young at the same time. You know, the people that are really coming out in music right now are like 19, 20, 21. So when you're
but they don't have enough experience to talk about. And your type of music, the way I look at it is your type of music, you need life experience to be able to fit. Like, you can't do ambience based on sleeping with different women or sleeping with different guys or driving different Ferraris or cars.
No, but at the same time, a lot of these people are having riots, right, for them.
I know, but this is what I'm saying. You can still smell the ingenuity about the music. For music, real music lovers, that is, by the way. I'm not just talking about, like we were speaking earlier, saying, you know, it's a shame that the way music is going now, it's a case of, have you heard this rather than, have you paid attention to this, you know? It's more like, a popularity contest.
But that's to do with everything, though.
Who clicks first?
That's to do with everything.
I know.
Attention span.
But you know, there was a time where we literally cared about the artist.
Yeah,
that's
you know.
true.
But that and their music actually. So you know,
the same way we talk about R. Kelly's. Because
we
were
involved. Yeah, exactly.
I wasn't involved though.
Was in that time.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean. We
I
all
use
love
the word
R. Kelly.
involved.
Everyone's done things to R. Kelly's music.
Yeah.
Which things?
We have done. Everyone has done things.
I'm a kind of God.
Do you remember Sex Weed?
Nope.
Yeah, you do.
Never heard of
Yeah,
it.
you do.
First time I've been
Yeah, you do. In the kitchen. Yeah, you do.
Who's R. Kelly?
All I know is that
Boy, bye.
Is it Robert Kelechi?
Robert Kelechi.
Robert Kelechi.
So now you're gonna make him Igbo, yeah?
Well,
because the scandals come out, you wanna make him Igbo. Okay.
No.
Okay.
You know, Igbo men like to cultivate women. I'm just saying.
Very true.
But yeah, what were you
I
gonna
just want to say, you know, going through your songs that you've got so far.
Yeah.
On your SoundCloud.
Yeah.
All right. So what's sort of the structure behind that? What's the plan? Strategy wise.
I think
because you said you're your own man. You're doing what your manager should technically be doing right now.
Yeah. So with my first EP, that was done even before I was signed to M2. He actually like found me from doing the first work.
Oh, okay.
So I did that. Like I came out of uni, I was like, I need to do this. So I went to a studio, I paid the guy, and I was like, I had like Long Journey. I recorded Long Journey in uni actually, in someone's like uni room.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you share who this person is?
Do you know Stevie?
I know
we don't.
Do you know Stevie? No.
You must know Stevie. He's with he's what Anthony Gatt's cousin. No?
Doesn't.
Okay.
Sorry, Stevie. Shout out to Stevie.
Sorry, Stevie.
I know Stevie Wonder.
They hating.
What?
Yeah, no. But yeah, so he had his friend in his room and he was playing like these like guitar chords and I was like, oh, okay. And he just put it on a loop. He like recorded the guy playing it and then we started messing around with the beat. And then I was like, no, I love this beat. I went home and I couldn't stop thinking about it. And I just like wrote something down and I went back to his house the next day. I was like, can we record something? And then we just did it.
Wow.
And then when I graduated and then moved back and I was like, okay, I'm going to do an EP. I was like, that song has to be on the EP. But then I got like a proper engineer to like, you know, do the whole thing. Yeah. And then I just had like other stuff that was written. But it's weird because listening to that EP now makes me cringe because it's like, I feel like I've grown so much writing-wise and vocals. Yeah, so like listening to it now, I'm like, I think the only song that I can listen to without cringing is Long Journey. Every other thing on there.
And it's part of my list here to ask you about.
Every other thing on there, I'm like, oh, God.
Do you realize that your songs, when you listen to them, they're not meant to be like wild and deep, but when you listen to it, it is actually wild and deep. Oh, so you know.
I know. I mean, not that I do it on purpose, but the response I've been getting from people lately, like I was with some instrumentalist yesterday and he was like, yo, I was listening to your stuff. It's like, but maybe because I'm just crazy, but I really love deep stuff and I really love your first, like your EP. And I was like, okay.
What happened with the lyrics, let me see, off the top of my head, when you say F your wife
and kids?
Okay, that's
sugar daddy moment, if you ask me.
No, okay, so with that song, right? okay, first of all, the song's Last Visit, but that's not part of the Long Journey EP. That's just something that I released last year.
Why Last Visit? To go hit it one more time, or
no?
what?
See, I love the fact that everyone, like, what people think the song's about is completely different from
what the lyrics is saying is what it is.
Last Visit.
Okay, let me explain now. You're gonna be like,
we're going to break up for real now.
No.
For the road.
Now you're gonna be like, oh, because you clearly did not listen to the lyrics properly.
I did.
If you think it's about, if you think it's about like a boyfriend type of situation, basically. So, okay, I don't know who my dad is, right? So one time, I mean, when this. I think the whole like not knowing him happened when, remember I said I was 1 and I went back to Nigeria and I lived there till I was about 11. Yeah. So my dad stayed here in London. And then, you know, from my mum's point of view, he called like, because he knew, you know, like this is the number you call when we, you know, when we hit Nigeria. This is, my sisters are still in London. So if you need to communicate with family, you've got my family here that you need to communicate with. Anyway, I think apparently he called like once and we never heard from him. Come back to London now, and then everyone else that knew him as well in London don't know his whereabouts. He might be dead, he might be alive, I don't know. I hope he's rich though, so when I find him, I can chop his money. But anyway.
Forgiveness is easy when you're rich.
Do you think if someone says, oh, this is your dad, and then he's one poor man, please buy. What do I need you for now? After 26 years. No. See, harsh. There's nothing harsh about it. After 26 years of living, what can you give me now apart from money?
I don't know what you're talking about, but I feel like I can understand.
Yeah, unless it's Bill Gates, please don't come and find me. Thank you.
But it can be Hotel Dollar.
You know that Dangote, you know, I'll take that one. I'll take that one.
Don't let it.
But no, I agree with him. But so there was a situation whereby there was a point that my mom was just like really adamant on like finding him, and I've always been. No, I feel like she just felt bad for me. I feel like she just felt like she should know who her dad is, or she should have that relationship, blah, blah, blah. So she just kept asking all their old friends and stuff like that. And at one point, I think someone said to her, oh, because my dad's name's Alex or something like that. And it was like, oh, there's a man that owns a cab station in Catford, and his name is Alex, and he's Nigerian, and he's Igbo. And you know, like, it started fitting the description. And it was like, do you need to go with your daughter and find out if that is him that is in that cab station? And the funniest thing is, obviously, like I was saying, parents don't really know what they're doing. They're just going with the flow, like with everyday situation. Now, if it was me going through that situation now, I know how to deal with it if I had a child and my child now ended up in that situation. But my mum, just being my mum and just wanted me to meet someone that could possibly be my dad, she was just like, this is what my friend has told me. On Sunday after church, we're going to cross the road because our church wasn't too far from the cab station. We're going to cross the road and we're going to go in there and see if it's him. If it's him, everybody will enter one nikah. So, exactly. So
I can just imagine how your mom.
She said everybody will enter one nikah, one pants.
I love her. By hook or by crook.
So I was like, okay, we'll enter that nikah today then. So we went, and in my mind there was something there that was just like, I was excited, and at the same time I was angry, and there was so much emotions that was going on. So we went in to this cab station and we spoke to like the receptionist, I guess. And we were like, my mom was like, I want to see the owner of the company. And she was like, do you have an appointment? And it was like, no, but tell him that it's like an old friend sort of thing. So the girl went in, spoke to the guy, and the guy was like, I guess he didn't understand like, who could this person be? But he was like, anyway, let them in. And I remember like walking in behind my mom because I was like so scared. I was like, oh my God, this could be the time when I actually meet my dad. And then we went in and it wasn't. And that crushed, like, it didn't crush me like for my whole life. But I mean, that day, I feel like that has to be the worst day of my life, man. Like as a kid, experiencing that, as much as I still had anger, but it was like the excitement overweighed the anger. So I was like kind of excited to see this person, because when old friends see me, they're like, oh, you look like your mom, but you look like your dad. And it's like, okay, I want to see this guy now.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't him. And my mom had to apologize to the person and was like, oh, sorry, I thought you was one of my old friends. And then we left. That's what that song is about. That song is about that day. And Last Visit is...
I remember you wrote something on Instagram about that.
Yeah. Last Visit is basically, this is the last time I'm ever going to revisit those feelings. This is the last time I'm ever going to feel pain about not knowing who you are. This is the last time that I'm ever going to talk about this.
I think I got that confused with the song Memories.
Memories fade away. Memories fade away.
Yeah.
Because Memories is
kind of
similar to this.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, Memories...
No,
Memories is talking to someone, you know, those hey stranger type of people.
Yeah.
So after you ain't seen them in like how long, you put a banging DP and then they message you saying, hey stranger, hey big head. And then you're like, memories fade.
Tola, do you have any?
Yeah, that's what that song is about.
I'm born again now.
That song is basically about someone trying to like rekindle, thinking that rekindling the flame is there's a possibility, and you're just like,
I think it is easy to not mistaken, or to, you know, kind of fine tune both tracks together, especially if you listen to Memories first and then Last Visit, or if you listen to Last Visit and you're like, the next song you go to is Memories, you're like, oh.
Okay.
No,
okay, I'm gonna try and listen to it like that. Yeah.
From a fan point of view, it's like, okay, maybe she's, you know, involved with someone who's got wife and kids, but you know, this is Last Visit, fuck the wife and kids. I used to care, but now I don't care. And then you got Memories fade, like, oh, you know, what we did last summer, that's over. Why you keep calling? Why you
Yeah. Oh, okay, I see.
How many times I got to tell you?
I see. Your wife and kids.
You know.
I see.
Take your bag and go.
It's like, what
I see what you mean now. I see. Now that you've explained it like that, it makes sense. But obviously, because I've written it, and I know what the story is about, I'm like, no, but I get what
I think it's
saying.
a good thing when people, you know, listen to your song, and when they listen to it, it gives them a different meaning. You're like, oh, that leaves like a burning question. Who's this guy keep talking about it? But no.
Because Last Visit was too personal for me. Yeah. Like, I never ever write anything personal to me. Like, all the songs, like you're talking about memories and blah blah blah. Nothing is about me.
And it sits well on the Weeknd's Gone sample.
Yeah,
which I think was great. And I think people are gonna get the chance to hear it, and even the beat, I'm sure will be redone again.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's exciting times, you know.
Yeah, Last Visit was too personal. And at first, I didn't want to put up that explanation. Yeah. But a part of me was like, I don't want people to just think this is about a relationship.
So you do know it's about a relationship. You know people would think about it.
Yeah. The only reason why I thought that was because the producer that actually did the track, after I went through like the first run, he was like, who hurt you? And I was like, who is this man? And I was like, no. I was like, no, it's not like that. So he made me think, oh, maybe people are going to see it that way. So then I decided to put up, but I think Last Visit is the only kind of personal track I've ever done.
Yeah, I think every artist needs that one track that takes you to that sunken place and you write about it and you come back out. But, you know, that takes me again to your new single. You dropped that yesterday. Yes. Which was, what's today's date? Today's the 29th, is it?
Is it 29th?
What's today's? 28th. So you dropped it on the 27th of April.
Okay.
And it's called Back and Forth.
Back and Forth.
And the way because myself and Oz, we were listening to it in the car, and the way it starts, it's like, yo.
Very aggressive.
I was like, yo, what's going on, Debra? like what's going on, Debra? Like,
very aggressive.
Get, you know, Guinea.
It was like you know them proper like it was like your South London.
Yeah.
It's like okay, cool. This is the part where I had my.
You know when it was a bit like, oh, go talk to your chicks and then be like, no, you got no side chicks. Like, you know, you do have some side chicks.
Like, where were you?
Where were you?
So what was because the guy came back with his own verse. You know, like yo, what you talking about? This is not who I am. as we all know, it's a typical lie from most guys.
Yeah,
I would say
because
every guy.
because
Black men don't cheat.
because the start of the conversation
Black men
says
don't cheat.
my
You said
friend
that
saw you in Hakkasan. Do you know what I
you know
mean?
you can't believe everything
And then
everyone sees.
no, but then when he said who told you that, and I said the girl's name, he's now like, oh.
So is this person as well?
No.
Did it happen?
No.
Then
are you sure?
If that didn't happen, then you're a very good writer.
Listen,
You're a good
can I
writer.
admit something to you guys
do,
right
yeah.
now? I have never been in a serious relationship ever. I've never been in love ever. I have never, like, honestly, honest truth.
Black men don't cheat.
I can believe that.
Honest truth. So
Black men don't cheat.
Actually,
literally,
believe that.
I've never had like. There's no one I can think of right now. Like, you know, you date people and you like, you know, get to know people, and then you are about to maybe.
Auntie, I don't know what you're talking about.
We don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
They always remember us.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know.
They always remember us.
I'm just thinking. No, but there's some. Okay, for you guys, there are girls that you've tried to get to know,
Oh,
and then
I
you've
don't know what
maybe.
you're talking
I don't know what you're
about.
talking about.
So you're not. So you don't talk to girls. What
I
do
can
you
neither
talk to?
recall, confirm, nor deny
I don't even
that
know what you're
ever
talking about.
happened. No.
Okay.
Till I
But
met my girlfriend, I've always been single.
okay.
It's me and Jesus.
All right.
You know, me and Jesus.
But yeah.
Hey, buddy up.
Yeah, that's not true. It's just I just thought about, can you imagine two people that don't want to be in a relationship but don't want to let go of each other either?
Yeah.
So they always have that, you know, and girls love being petty as well. Girls love arguments, like all that stuff.
Yeah.
So first of all, he's not technically your boyfriend, like I said in the track, like we ain't serious. So
Yeah, but that's when you
we're
say
not-
that, you know they're serious.
Yeah, we're not
Yeah,
serious.
yeah.
So if you're not serious, why are you so pressed about him taking another girl to Hakkasan? Do you know what I mean?
Because remember,
Yeah.
probably
So
didn't take her to Hakkasan. Probably took her to Burger King.
Or McDonald's.
Do you know what I mean?
who, me?
I don't know.
Oh,
Oh
ended up
hell
in
no, not
McDonald's.
me.
Well, you took
Not
it from
me.
McDonald's.
No,
I just had McDonald's
That's what I
earlier.
wanted- that's what I wanted to
but
say.
Debra
remember the
actually
conversation
said,
we
had a
had?
conversation. She was like, if, you know, she actually made me question myself, like, am I bougie or not? She was like, imagine if a girl tells you, oh, I told her we're going out, and she says, put on your best clothes, your best shoes, you know, get a shape up, and then you end up in McDonald's. Boom. I said, I'll take off the blazer.
And he
Sit
sprayed
down.
his
Sit down.
beautiful,
Sit down with your shirt.
he sprayed his Tom
That's all right.
Ford
Like
to
what?
come shape
Listen,
up.
I'm like, if you can't take
Right.
a girl to McDonald's, you can't take her anywhere.
You go to the till, table
No,
for two, please.
I feel
That is
I would genuinely feel like you're trying to like disrespect me, like you're actually trying to mock me.
Auntie, calm down, calm down, calm down.
Yeah,
calm
for
down,
real.
calm
Because
down.
if you
I
told
thought
me
you said you were bougie.
no, but hold
No,
on.
okay, I understand what
I
you
can
mean.
go and shop McDonald's on my own. I don't need someone to tell me we're
But
going on a
there's joy
date.
where someone
Mr.
pays for
Joy
your food.
company.
I don't need someone to
Girl,
tell
you
me
ain't
we're
never had
going
a
on a
company like this.
You don't know?
You don't know?
But why
no.
McDonald's though? That's the thing. There's
But
other
you're-
cheap restaurants we could have gone to. The fact that you,
it's not the
fact that-
reason. Okay,
the fact that you pick McDonald's is like you're actually trying to take the
It's
piss.
close
It's not
to
the
my-
fact that it's cheap.
it's close to my house.
Oh no,
Okay.
that's why I said to you, we could have even gone Vapiano's.
Vampiro is expensive.
It's not expensive.
Anywhere
now.
they give you receipt and you have to
Bella
sign.
Italia.
It's expensive.
Bella Italia. We could go there. It's not expensive. Have a little
Anywhere
pasta.
that
Okay,
is-
just before we round up, yeah, I know you touched about you never being in a relationship.
Yeah.
And obviously I want to try and see if that was due to because of your, I guess the people I've been speaking to in terms of the female that I've been involved with or spoken to, not necessarily involved with. Let me take that back.
Oh, so we know what you
let me take
mean.
that back.
Yeah.
We've
But
been doing
a
this
lot
for
of them that have
17
been single,
episodes.
Was that due to because of your relationship with not having a father, and then it didn't allow you to be open up with somebody or take that step serious because there was still that form of closure that you were looking for.
I agree with you to an extent. I feel like daddy issues, as people call it,
Very
could
true.
happen in like two different ways. It could happen in one way whereby you're literally like craving that love, so you're off in
Sleeping
pants
with
for
parents,
anybody
yeah.
who would give you an ounce of what you feel like.
Don't put it that way.
You're off in pants
They're off in
basically
pants now.
for
Some of them don't even
anyone.
wear pants anymore.
No. No.
What are we talking about?
I mean, some people, because you don't want your panty line showing.
But
so
I don't
you don't,
say
you don't,
some people, they don't wear pants anymore.
dress.
They don't wear pants anymore, guy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they don't wear pants anymore.
I cannot know.
Well, you don't look. You
I
don't
don't
look.
look. I don't know.
But yeah, so or you can have the other one where it's just like, do you know what? You're kind of like,
All men are trash.
not all men are trash, but you just don't. You can't, like, with me, honestly, I just can't be, it's long. I can't be bothered. It's long. People are too, like, fake. Like, everything has to be, if you like someone, why can't you just say, I like you, you like me, let's see where this is going.
like
Simple.
you like
I
me.
hate all that. You see all that, like, if you text me, I'll take, like, 10, just to show that I'm not too on it. Like, no.
How's that something?
I'm not inside. I'm not
Debra,
inside.
I like you.
I'm not inside.
Did you hear?
I like you.
I like you too, babe.
Oh my
note, we out.
no, before we go, do you know what?
Yeah.
We try not to exceed like 45 minutes for this interview, but because as an artist, we feel like you've expressed yourself. We have so many questions we're going to ask you. One thing I need to ask you before we go is two things. Actually, no, not one thing. Two things. Your feature with Sticks.
Okay.
Shout out to Sticks.
Shout out.
How did that come about? Like, just quickly tell us how that came about.
Sticks, obviously, Northampton.
That video was wild though.
Well, Northampton, met Sticks there. Sticks has just always been that guy. Like, when someone's just so cool. Like, I've always just kept in touch with him. And then I knew from uni, I knew he did music anyway, but we never did any music in uni.
Okay.
And then I don't even know, when did we, I think we just always said, we're going to do something together. We're going to do so. When you just talk and it doesn't happen. And then I was the first one actually that made it happen, because I've got this is not out yet. This is going to be on an EP, basically, that's coming out. That's going to come out in.
Did we get a listen?
Of course. I might even have to come back to preview. But yeah, so it's going to come out in August. I'm not sure the date yet, but August is the deadline.
Okay.
But yeah, so I was like, I need Sticks on this track because it's just going to be fire with him on it. So then he came to work with me at the studio. And then after that, he was like, Debs, there's something else that I want you to jump on. So actually, if not because I dragged him to the studio, he probably wouldn't have gotten me on that. Okay. But it's so easy working with Sticks, man.
Yeah, because I was listening to that track with that day, and we were like,
like he knows what he wants. Like, there's some people that give me that freedom, and it's just like he gave me freedom in terms of writing, but then in terms of like where I need you to come in, where I want the oohs and the ahs and blah blah blah, it's actually Sticks is completely different, like, from what I thought. I thought he'd be like he is vibes in the studio, but I thought he would be like strictly vibes, like just jump on. Nah, he's like the way you sang, he was telling me, no, Deb, when you did no, I don't want that one. Like he literally directs me. So but working with him was really easy. And then but then it was weird because he shot the video first before, because he shot the video and he was like, nah, this sounds too, like, I need something like windy or like, soothing on this track. And then I now recorded. So that's why I'm not in the video. But yeah.
Well done. Thank you very much. Oz, do you have any other questions?
Nah, just
Debra,
what people
apart from liking her.
Come on, man. Just, promote yourself, your handles and whatnot, Twitter, Insta.
Yes, your SoundCloud.
Where do you find out more about Debra?
Yeah, where would you find me? Okay, Instagram, it's Debra Ohalete. Please, Debra is spelled Debra. Simple.
Not
the
Deborah.
Simplest way, yes, Debra. Ohalete is spelled Ohalete. So Debra Ohalete on everything, basically. So Instagram, Twitter, where else? Facebook, SoundCloud. YouTube. Yeah, Debra Ohalete on everything.
So you heard it here first.
It's been amazing having you on the show.
EP2 is out in August. We get a first listen.
EP2. Is that what you've called it? I like the sound of that, but EP2. It's not called EP2. But
if you call it that, I want points on it. I'm just saying.
Percentage.
Do you have a title for it yet? Or
yes, it's gonna be called After Party.
Ooh.
And After Party is the.
But I really want to know what you guys are gonna think of it, because it is different from what
we're yearning to listen to it.
I can't wait.
Believe me. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for coming on the show. We
Thanks
appreciate
for having
you.
me.
We appreciate your openness on the show. You know, you've been amazing.
Thank you.
Especially with the sensitive part. We only just asked you a little bit, and you gave us so much more than we expected. Thank you very much. And guys, Debra will be performing at the end of this interview. We hope you stay tuned. and enjoy it. Thank you very much again for coming on the show. I'm Tola.
Thank you.
I'm Oz.
And this is Big Loud Mouth.
Love you.
I thought of you today, and tears came to my eyes. I felt nothing but pain, nothing but pain. Always feel like part of me is missing, taken away from me without my consent. Is that fair? The only thing fair around me is my mother's skin. Last visit, and I ain't gon' tell it no more, no more. This is the last visit, and I ain't gon' feel it no more, no more. Take a shot for me, 'cause I'm gon' take a shot for me. Started so young, why'd you think I'm numb? I don't feel your shit no more, no more. I used to think if you got wife and kids, but now I'm like, fuck your wife and kids. Yeah. This is the last visit, and I ain't gon' feel it no more, no more. This is the last visit, and I ain't gon' tell it no more, no more. Take a shot for me, 'cause I'm gon' take a shot for me. Take a shot for me, 'cause I'm gon' take a shot for me. Take a shot for me. My heart's trembling, must be adrenaline. Mind's wondering, could be day of reckoning. We got ushered in, Mom took a look at him, but it wasn't him. No, it wasn't you. No, it wasn't you. Yeah. No, it wasn't you. No, it wasn't you. Yeah. No, it wasn't you.